Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Hello, Sam. Hello, hello. Let's check the chart. Gonna be interesting now. Good morning, the Faithless Man. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Wine. Hello, Picasso. Hello, hello. Good morning. Let's see what we get today. Now that looks like we have something going on with the war. Good morning. So basically, if I'm not wrong, Um, Trump and Iran came up to like a ceasefire for 2 weeks, so that's why the market pumped actually hard. I don't know if there's any other new, like any other conversation that went on um this overnight for me, like my night. Flivius, you're right. Yeah. The market sentiment is like we're really like as soon as somehow the war completely ends, not just a ceasefire, we're gonna bomb so hard. But well, we're going to revisit the same analysis that I've been doing for the past week. Um, so we all like are on the same page to what we're looking, or at least what I'm looking. This investor value gap that we tapped into it. At the same time, we had a fair value gap here on the daily. Then we inversed this fair value gap, and I think that was yeah, obviously that was yesterday that we mentioned that I was feeling bullish based off that inversion here. Okay, it is like I think you can trade it. Um, it is sometimes really hard to do it. I wouldn't trade a higher time frame, meaning I wouldn't trade 15 minutes, for example. I wouldn't trade like long movements. I would trade low time frame, even though that's contradictory maybe because like if the price action is not good enough, going to the lower time frame could be not the right thing to do. But that's the way I trade it if I have to. Just going to a lower time frame, finding the best liquidity um areas for me to think that price has to move towards this and then position myself on the 1 minute towards this. There's what I would do is maybe like I don't know how your risk parameters are um when you trade, like what type of stop loss do you use? If you use like a super tight stop loss or what's that kind of stuff. One of the things that I try to do is I widen my stop loss a little bit. I try to be like more quote unquote patient uh when it comes to like giving more room to the trade um for it to move. It's just different, you know. Again, we inverse this fair value gap here that we mentioned yesterday, and I was feeling really bullish. I know that that pump, like the pump right here, is just because of the news. So I'm not trying to say that my analysis was on point because if we didn't have like new news war, my bad, war news, we wouldn't have pumped. But my target remains the same. These highs here, sweeping all of this low resistance liquidity. We didn't take this high yet, so that's maybe the first thing we do at open. We're gonna see. Yeah, sure, we can go over it. Let me just check the chart real quick and see what I'm looking at for the opening session, and we can go over everything. Will can join. I don't think so today. I don't think he's joining today. Yeah, no, he's not joining today. No. Let's see. so hard. Doing good, doing good, doing good, but trying to see what I can really do here after this pump. I think for now I'm just gonna wait and see if we take this high here, this first high, and if we can get a pullback, maybe playing the pullback after taking this high. Like I think the draw remains this high over here on the higher time frame. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it when the day is done before we wake up. Especially today that I'm taking a flight tonight to Thailand, and I was really like I don't have anything ready yet because I was like I really didn't know if I was going to be able to fly with all the like the thing going on with the war. No, I'm not in Thailand yet. I'm going to Koh Tao. Like I'm flying to Bangkok, and then I'm taking like another flight, and then taking I think a boat to Koh Tao. I am from Spain. Buenas. Good morning. Morning at 3 a.m. I'm moving much. Oh, I'm on the 15 minute. There's any 15 minutes fair value gap because if we just move away from this high here, I might want to look for a long towards this. Let me check. Yes, I don't want to miss if there's any SMTs here. Yeah, there's one. Right now we have an SMT with this high, the one that I was looking for on and Q. Hmm. Let me check the stop map here real quick. Even though I know the answer, we're way above, way above the, um, the stop map range. just way, way above. Okay, fair enough. The thing is, I really want to, like, if we want to move to the downside, like, okay, we have an SMT, that's true. But I would really want to see some sort of like liquidity. Let me see the 4 hour. Okay, the 4 hour, we're forming a possible swing. Same thing as the 1 hour. Same thing on the 15. So it makes sense to look for shorts here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah. My advice for the day, given the fact that we already pumped like a 3% uh, before New York open, I think it remains pretty much the same as it was like all of this week, bullish. Like looking at the daily chart, the only thing that I can think of is I'm bullish. I wanna see NQ keep going higher. And as I said, eventually, if we can get news about like the war completely shutting down and the US and Iran coming into an agreement for like to end the war, I think we are gonna shut up like super high. Like we're gonna rally into probably all time highs. Like I'm not even joking. But for now, I'm still bullish. Like I think overall the market is moving higher. I'm gonna have to reevaluate whenever we take the drawn liquidity that I have marked out, like these highs here. Whenever we take it, we probably have like bounce back or something. We're not gonna just straight up move higher. I think we're not ready. But yeah, overall I'm bullish still. Good morning, cool week. On the other side, crude oil completely died after the news. It's just crazy. Wow. I still remember how easy it was to trade 2020, 2023, 2024. That was easy. Jesus. Let's see, do we have anything on the 1 hour? Oh, we're tapping the 1 hour for value gap here. Let's see. Yes. Same. Yeah, I do really think trading right now is hard mode. For someone that might be starting with trading right now, it has to be frustrating. But I think eventually everyone has to go through one of these phases where the market is not in sync with you, and because these are the phases of like a trader. There's phases where you feel like you're in sync with the market and everything you do and check, it feels like it works every time. And then there's others where exactly it's part of the game. And then there's others where everything you do feels like you know shit. Like you don't know anything about how to read the market, about what the market is going to do. Um, and I think the sooner that you get to experience all of these quote unquote phases, the better, because faster you're going to be able to adapt. Exactly. That's the key. Yeah. But I think it's even sometimes there's like little room to adapt. You know, like this market is really hard. Like I've never been in front of a market like this. Exactly. That's true. That's completely true. Yeah, that's completely true. You have a choice to make, and one of them could be like less risk and don't be like risk on when a market like this is happening. Like for me, I'm not trying to make a home run this month. Like I'm just trying to survive. Because I know, like for a fact, that in my case, like 80% of the profits that I make in a year so far for the past 2 and something years have been like out of the 12 months of the year, 80-90% of the profit that I've made, it was all made in 3 months. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like 2023, 2024, we had this setup every day. It was crazy. Like it was every day. We were just moving higher, trending higher, leaving fair value gaps, high time frame fair value gaps to the upside. Asia session, like the whole day from Asia session open until New York open was moving lower. New York session tapping into the high time frame fair value gap and then moving towards this smooth edges. It was just a repeat. It was completely repeatable process every time. Good morning, Loretta. It was just so easy. But I'm sure we're gonna get this again eventually, you know? I think eventually it's gonna come like to the same thing. It just like I think it all came down to the fact that we were just extremely bullish and just going up. And there was like if we're just like moving the same way every day, the same thing is gonna form every day. Like it was crazy because we were just moving to the upside. Like you didn't have like out of the 5 days of the week, pretty much four of them were bullish daily candles, and one of them maybe retraced a bit or something like this, but it was like completely straight up bullish price action. So it was repeating the same thing over and over. Which quarter do I like the most? Good question. I think the third one. Third and last one. True, Alex. The first one definitely is the worst for me. Like I don't know why. The first quarter of the year, uh, it's just so bad. I don't know if it's just beginning of the year, and I don't know. Price action is just not the best. But yeah, the third one is usually when most of the profits that I make in a year come from. I'm seeing, I'm checking on NQ, and it looks like we have signs of a possible like continuation higher here. We have a 1 hour fair value gap that on the hourly looks like, even though it is a small, I think it looks like we are holding it. Um, But I really wanted to see also on the 1 minute tag this 15-minute gap, and then form a breaker for me to use here, like something like this, towards this high. Now, if we keep moving higher, I'm left with this to only like to use, and that's not something that I'm really looking forward. But we will see. 15 minutes. I mean, yeah, obviously framing any trade, like even checking the charts here is minus EV right now. Like that's not even a discussion. But what can I do? Like there's nothing I can do here. I need to like the stream has to keep going. But yeah, right now if I had the choice, like if I had the choice, obviously I'm here because I really want to be here in the stream. I really enjoy doing streams. But usually when I'm feeling that the market is not it, I usually I'm the kind of guy that doesn't even check the charts. Like I'm good, I'm good. How about you? That's the thing. That's the thing. It all comes down to Trump, sadly, to whatever he wants to do. With Biden, we didn't have this kind of issues because he was not like doing anything or way less stuff related to international politics uh, compared to Trump. I mean, we all knew that Trump was gonna be like uh, not an issue for the markets, but that the markets were gonna move and react harder to whatever Trump said or did. Like we knew that, but I was not expecting something that huge. Like a complete war. Let's see if we just keep going higher, move lower. We'll mark this out because probably the best thing for me to have in here is that we sweep the low. What is gold doing? Yeah, like I'm a full-time trader. Also, I want to make clear that I make money off like the lab and other related stuff to trading. Like my like when it comes to trading, it's a huge portion of my yearly income. Uh, it's true that it's not something that I want to rely on completely, like fully 100%, because it's just really hard and keeping keeping it up with like month to month with the same income is just extremely difficult. But yeah, I do work full time on this. But being transparent, I'm not like my income is just not fully trading itself. It's trading and trading related things. But yeah, I left my job 2 years ago. Like it's really hard to just trading be your only source of income. Or you have like a really low needs when it comes to monthly expenses, and it's just easy to like with like a good payout for yourself to just maintain yourself for a couple, like for a few months. uh but it's really hard mentally, especially. Since when did you decide to start going live on YouTube every day? And this is the temporary thing, or no? It's not a temporary thing. Like the lab live is something that we want to do from now on for a long period of time. It's not just something that we are trying or testing. Um, and we decided, like we decided basically to just go live. I usually I didn't I was not a person that was doing live streams before the lab live. Like I think I did a couple on my YouTube channel, and I think I did like a few times a month inside the lab Discord server. But I was not like a use like a. It was more a casual thing rather than something uh, regular. And yeah, with Alex and Kane, we decided like the new goal for the lab was to make it open, free for everyone, streaming every day, um, and not gatekeep anything inside a Discord server. And at this point, I knew I was gonna stream every day. I really wanted to do this. It's not something I've really thought much about it. It just happened this way, but I'm enjoying it. Jamie, what was the reason why you left your job? You were consistent and presumed before you left. Uh, that was, yes. Like I was starting to make money. I was a software engineer. I think we talked this yesterday with a few of you guys here. I was a software engineer um for a long time. When then I started like doing trading, like seriously learning and being every day doing the New York session and everything, like just paying so much attention to it. Um, and then eventually I started to make money. Like I was starting to be profitable, like month over month, and I was starting to do really good money. But I would say it reached a point where I was making the same money from trading and from my day job. Let me mark out this breaker here because I want to see how this closes. The 5 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. And then eventually, yeah, I was making the same amount of money with my day job and trading, but obviously I didn't want to like just leave my job and cut 50% of the income that I was getting at that point. Exactly. I replaced my 9 to 5 job. Um, I got offered to be inside the lab by Kane and Alex, and eventually had a conversation with Kane, and we agreed that I should just move on from my job and focus on the lab. So instead of just dropping my job and just having trading as an income, I've replaced my job for another job or like another project that could give me money consistently month over month, and that way keep trading and getting my income from trading and getting income from trading related things. But it was something. It was not like premature decision. It was not something that I really didn't think about too much. It was something that I really had to think about, talk with my family, um, talk with Kane, and like really take a decision. Because I've left my job before a few times to pursue something that I was building or that I was doing, and it didn't end well. And this time I really wanted to do the things right and take a decision based on like objective things and not just me willing to become rich. Let me mark this out. I don't know if I want to take this. Let me see if I have to wire. I don't have to wire towards the high. I have 1.8. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this, but just for the record, this is not high probability um conditions. Let me just rip a contract here and see if I get an entry. Again, this one is risky. Like, just so you're all aware of the type of position I'm getting into. The idea is to just to complete this draw and get rid of the S&P that we have is with yes. So there's an S&T and an IFG and a 5 minute charge. So I guess we're gonna the hands of the Trump boys and stuff tweeting. True, true. It is what it is. That's the type of market we're in right now. Okay, we're in the hourly. Okay, 4 hour. Okay, okay. It's still a risky play. Not gonna lie, but I don't think like the 1 hour, like the high time frame was looking that bad. What's this fair value up here? Yeah, I'm gonna check how many likes do we have in this stream because I think it's really low. I always do this. And I know I'm like annoying, but please, if you can hit the like button so we like get the stats from it, will be amazing. I try not to, but I sometimes do stare at my phone. Uh, it's like inevitable. Um, I usually check on my phone when I'm already on a position that I don't want to control, that I want to manage. Well, I'm looking into for positions and I'm like trying to read the market and see what the market is doing, and looking for a position. That's when I'm not checking the phone. Like I want to really be focused on like, and I cannot do any other thing that's not like checking the charts until I have an idea formed of what I really want to see market doing, or I'm in a position. I don't check my phone, and I don't check socials also when I'm trading. It's one of the things that I learned, uh, that I really don't have to do is checking socials when I'm trading. When what a dump. Swap the high here. Let's see if this fair value gap holds and holds price. Oh, what a spike. That was weird. And I'm out of this. It gave signs that it wanted to hold here above the breaker, but I still think we go higher. That's the truth. It just, oh, if that runs higher now, I'm gonna be pissed off. Let's see what it does. Mm-mm-mm. Check the 1 hour. 4 hours. What a drop. Wow. No, I don't. I don't trade gold really. I'm just so bad reading gold. Like it's not that I'm bad reading gold. It's just that I don't know. Every time I get into something on gold, I just get subbed out and then it runs towards the direction I wanna run. Like this was my idea on gold getting here. But whatever you see this price action here, like I draw this thing like a few days ago. Um, but even though I was expecting to see gold move higher, I probably I would have gotten chopped out here trying to trade this move or something like this. I'm loyal to NQ. uh, I think it does like the same way it does the New York, like the sessions here. Like I think let me check. I think it's 8 a.m. or 8:30 for gold the open. 8:30. So that would be one of the volatility drivers, like right at open, and then news. Yeah, today, like as much like today, I'm not even gonna check New York session. How much of a loss this was? It was a $300 loss. And here's, do I want to give it a try? Another try here for long? We didn't take the one, the 15-minute gap. It's gone. It's gone. If I wanted to long this, my entry would be this breaker here, all of this. So around the 150 mark, 160, my bad. Something like this. That would be my entry. Like if I wanted to go long here and use this breaker, I would look for this. But again, like everything that we take here is gonna be low probability. Like gonna be for the sake of taking it and see what it does. Really, I wouldn't be risking too much in this market right now. Like especially when we pumped 3% up. Like, just good morning. Good morning, George. Would you short it after taking a draw on liquidity? Yeah, I would. Like, if I'm being honest, if if here we just tapped into the draw on liquidity, I would be looking for a lower here. The thing is that we have SMT. That's the truth. Like this high here that the NQ didn't take, it's an SMT with the S. So boring. Like, did we have any good London session like this week? I don't think so so far. They were like all kind of meh. They're not good. Not much right now to just check here. Miss the star. Don't like it too long. Not sure that, but would prefer to short. Miss it that for 20 points. You're right. Yeah, it's not the best thing like to play around, like fuck around with this market. That's the truth. Even if it's a long, even if it's a short, it's not like something that you would want to put yourself in front of. Right now, to be honest, I really want to see how the hourly closes. Good morning, Elliot. I want to see how the hourly closes here and see, yeah, 17 minutes remaining. I mainly trade New York Open. I've been trading London more and more lately because of the streams. I used to before from time to time, but it was not my main session. My main session is New York Open. I think it's just the perfect combination for my model. Uh, yeah, Trump and Iran came up to a ceasefire for the war. So, um, yeah, they postponed everything for 2 weeks so far to even talk and consider like a complete end of the war. So yeah, that's why we pumped the 3% move overnight. So yeah, Andres, like I was saying, I mainly trade New York. I think it's a perfect combination for like of things that happen for my model, like the open, like the high volatility. I think it's just the best for me or the way I trade. Ooh. No, we're gonna have a move higher from here, maybe. Uh, no, like I'm not. For example, London session. I'm not gonna be even considering. Oh my bad, London. A New York session. I'm not even gonna consider checking New York session. No, no. This week I'm calling it a week. Let's see how things end this week and reevaluate and see if I'm gonna be willing to trade next week or not. If I'm taking anything here during the stream, it's always gonna be super low risk. But like usually I wouldn't be even like checking the chart right now. For short. Deep country. I'm sure. Yeah, the short, like the more the time goes by, the more I think the shorts look better. Yeah, like you actually took the perfect week off to not be in the markets. FOMC is CPI, true. As I said, like I'm leaving tonight. I'm taking a flight to Thailand. Um, it's gonna take me until Friday, Saturday to get to the island that I'm going, and I'm gonna be ready Monday again to start like trading again and see how this goes. That's why I'm like gonna take the rest of the week completely um free, like off. Um, yeah, I might move inside Thailand. The main idea is to just go to Koh Tao at first and spend some time there, and then if we have to move, like move. But again, I need to like move and be sure that I'm gonna be able to stream, trade, work. Yeah, do you recommend me to trade to train Muay Thai? I've never been interested to like into contact sports, but I might give it a try. What do you recommend to go to in Spain for solo travel? It really depends. I think if it depends of the vibe you're looking for, Alex. If you're someone that like likes nature and likes like go hiking, you can go northern Spain and do like a route. Um, if you really prefer like sun, beach, good food, I would say go South Spain and do like a route there and go for like the main cities, and you can even go southern Spain, like Andalusia, and then go a little bit up, going through Valencia, and then ending at Barcelona maybe. Damn, I'm gonna need to find a gym there. I know there are a couple of gyms in the island. Yeah, if you go to Valencia, it's like the middle point between like southern Spain and like more Barcelona thing. Like I think Valencia is like a good entry point to go to to come here to Spain and solo travel. But I would recommend you to just move because the distances are not like that huge, you know. Like from Valencia to Barcelona, you have. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit longer, 3 hours, I think it is by train or car. If I'm not wrong. From Barcelona to Valencia with train is just 3 hours. How's the hourly looking? We have 7 minutes. Yes, Alex, probably yes. You already know. I'm gonna be doing some vlogs for the YouTube channel. Maybe 65 minutes. Let's check. Yeah, the only thing is the new hourly is gonna open. Uh, I really would prefer to just wait and see how the new hourly opening, taking the previous low from the previous hour and then moving higher at this point. If we don't close as a like above the previous hourly low, that seems like we're not gonna close above the low. It's so slow right now, too. Like it's moving super slow. We all know that sometimes 4 a.m. gives a good move. So let's see what the new hour candle gives us. That's what I'm waiting right now for the new hourly candle. Mm. Exactly. I do it. I already took one coffee and I'm falling asleep like crazy. I didn't sleep much to be honest today. Like I was thinking about the trip and checking like for the war news and everything, checking if I could be able to fly or not. I didn't have a good night. That's for sure. We're not going anywhere. Like we're sweeping the lows, moving a little bit higher, failing to sweep the highs, going lower, and all over again. So far, not moving. 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30. Yeah, not much. Everything remains the same. I'm gonna remove this 1 hour gap because it's completely off. Liquidity sweep, this, this, and this. Um, I don't have a routine. I would say it just depends on what I really need to do. Like if I have a lot of work for like the lab or any other thing, I focus on like working and pushing work out. Um, if I don't have that much work to do or it's done already, because I don't know, I just did it the day before. I just try to do day to day stuff like go grocery shopping, doing stuff here at home. Um, I don't know, going out to get breakfast. Because like the way I start streaming is just I wake up 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the stream and I just jump in here. So whenever I just finish with the session and streaming, I still need like to take a shower. I still need like to get breakfast. So I do these things and basically work. Then New York session comes, I trade, and then for the evening, if I don't have anything to do, it's just mainly work. Like my days are not really exciting. If I really want to unwind, I just go play paddle because that's one of the, I'm not gonna say the only thing that lets me just completely disconnect, but it's one of the things that makes me completely disconnect out of trading, working, you know, like it's like the hour, hour and a half where I just don't think about anything. Is then even going out with friends or like family or anything, eventually like that the work conversation comes in and you end up talking about work or what you're doing. Exactly. What it happens to be like for me, like paddles is just perfect because I just go out home. I take like fresh air. I just for myself of getting out of my comfort zone here at my desk. Um, but like for example, playing a game like a video game, sometimes I'm like super competitive. Like I cannot play a game just for the sake of playing it. I need to just play a competitive game. And it can be both things where or I just play like a couple hours and the game doesn't like hook me in. Yeah. Or the other side is that I just get super hooked in and I don't want to stop playing and I just spend a few days straight just playing video games. Bro, I've never played too much Valorant, if I'm being honest. I was more of a Counter Strike back then, uh, and League of Legends, and one more Marvel Rivals. I played like a little bit of Marvel Rivals. I was playing Marathon like a week ago or something like this with a couple friends. But yeah, if I had to say like a competitive game, mainly was League of Legends, the one that I played the most. How long have you been trading for, Nevin? It's been 8 years, 7, 8 years. But like focusing on futures and the way I trade right now, it's been 3 years out of the these three to being consistent enough to just be full time. What am I working on? Hmm, I'm working on something that I cannot say because it's something that I'm. Yeah, before it was crypto, then forex, then futures, indices, like indices futures. That was the chronological order. I'm working on like obviously the lab. Like I do a couple of things inside the lab. Sometimes stuff for profit and compare. And then we are working also on like one thing that I don't think we can say yet that's related to the lab. And I'm real excited for it. And then I'm working on a thing for my model that I was just gonna say I'm working on an indicator for my model. Um, that I really hope it's useful. But yeah, I'm working on a couple of things at the same time, so I'm always busy. Yeah, I know, but I cannot say much. Like for real, the only thing I can say is that I'm working on is like the lab live, the lab trading stuff related, and my indicator. Like I cannot give more info to it, to be honest. 'What did the hourly? We swept previous hourly low here, so that means we also swept previous 15. No, I'm not becoming that. It's still a math for sure. I wish. I'm not gonna say no if that happens, but can you please prep your model? Yeah, sure. Um, Basically, Nevin, what I look for is I always go to the higher time frame. Let me just check this because I don't know if I'm gonna take this or not. Because after sweeping the previous hourly low, it looks really interesting. 1330 from yesterday. You mean right? Let's just check this for a couple more. I mean, yeah, what I look for is I go to a higher time frame and I have like a couple points of interest, one being the fair value gap, and then swing high, swing lows on the higher time frame. Jesus. But mainly fair value gaps, as you can see that I'm looking for. What's wrong with me? No, Alex, I did stop working on this. Like I didn't see the vision, like the future of it. Uh, even though I really liked it, like I really think it was cool, but I didn't follow through. So Nevin, these are high time frame points of interest. So let me mark this out. So when any of these two happen, like we that price taps into this, into any of these two, what I really like to look for inside this, like just imagine this is like the zoomed out version, a zoomed out version. zoomed in version, sorry, of what I'm speaking here. In any of those two cases, whenever we tapped into the high time frame point of interest on the lower time frame, I really want to see the same thing happening, like a liquidity sweep on the lower time frame, a closure above the high previous to the manipulation, like of the liquidity sweep move, and then getting into the position right on the break here on the breaker. So it's basically just setting up yourself for a couple of points of interest whenever we tap into the point of interest, looking for a liquidity sweep and getting into a breaker. I do use session highs and lows, but it's just mainly for targeting, not for looking to form an idea like a position out of this high low. I usually target these highs or lows to be taken during my trade. Yeah, price action is just not it. Whew. We've been stuck in here for 40 minutes. Like all of this range here, just it's 40 minutes of our time. Crazy. I know Nevin is like really like not I'm not getting into much in depth. I think we can do one stream where like one London stream or something like this where we just get it a little bit longer. If you guys want, I can go over my model like really in depth with good examples and all the variations and all like the things that I look for. I don't really use standard deviations. I just always when it comes to take profiting, like getting targets and everything, it's just a set rule already where I would target toward from the breaker. So if like this is the breaker, let me just zoom in. I would set my order at the top and my stop loss below the breaker. Buenos dias. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I trade both in the same way. When this happens, like just check on this. What I look for when we are like in front of a session open, this move here, like this move that opens and takes liquidity uh, here, you would want to see this happen right when the session opens. Like the way I trade session openings is that way. Session opens, it takes liquidity. After this, you get like a strong move into the opposite direction, like it's make it blue, and then you then confirm that this was just a manipulation move and the real move precedes this one, the one following the manipulation. That's what you want. That's the way I trade the openings. Yeah, usually right now. That's why I kept changing my model, like or adapting it for different market conditions. Is again, we were talking about 2023, 2024 before, like a while back, doing this stream, where I was saying that this setup was happening. Not a bad one, not a bad one. On one-to-one trades, this model has like a high win rate. It's really good. So it's not a bad idea to do this like 1 hour, 1-to-1 on London and 1-to-2 New York. Um, and George, as I was saying, I made changes to this model to make it to make it usable in different scenarios, not right at the open, because I know for the past few months, like even like a year, the way the New York session open behaved, it's not the same way as 2023, 2024, when I was like peak trading this setup with the open. But that's what why I came up with the swings thing, and also like just checking for high time frame points of interest, and or even the stab map, like the way that I've been using the stab map to form ideas. It's just getting more tools to generate context for yourself to be able to trade your entry function, because this is just the way to getting into the market. You can use this like this setup here. It's just a way to get into the market. You can use this whenever. Like you can imagine here that there's a BWAP, for example. I don't know. Do I have a brush here? Imagine like there's a BWAP here, and we just tap the BWAP or whatever, and this setup forms. You can use this with a BWAP or like any other like indicator that gives you enough context to think that you might have found the support to get into a long or a short. Looks like this is trying to follow through. Mm, that's the general idea. Previous hourly low swept, and now we are moving higher. That's the thing that I was looking for, but this previous action is just so hard to even consider getting into it. It's just crazy. But see, this is a great example. I don't know if this is going to play out to 2R, but this is a great example of what I was just talking. Like you have on the higher time frame, we have this. Uh, we have this on the 1 hour. And then new hourly just opens, takes the previous hourly low right at the open of the candle. Good morning, Kane. And then it starts moving higher. C1, C2. And right here, at this moment, you're going to see that pretty much all of the time. If this candle keeps going higher, you're going to find this setup on a lower time frame. That's what happened here. 1 hour swept, lower time frame. This is the sweep. This is just right at the open of the, like after the open of the hourly candle, and then we move higher through a breaker, basically. Any questions on this, people? Like, I think it's pretty clear. It just Andres, it's just a preference thing. In the example, probably the wise thing would be to just have the stop loss below the low, widen it a little bit your take profit, and like expect a bigger move. But but sometimes what I do when the stop loss is just so close to the manipulation low, like the liquidity sweep low, I just move my stop loss below the low, and that's it, and forget about it. But usually I just like I really like to use the breaker itself, because that's like the main premise for me to even consider getting into a trade. Like we closed about the breaker. Now this the breaker is the one making my bad. Sorry. Making price from like holding price from going below. So I want to use the same exact validation and invalidation for my trade. and that is the breaker. It's pretty much PO3. Like it's open, high, low, close, basically. Like accumulation, manipulation, and distribution right now. Like it's basically PO3 the way that I'm trading. You can see here, like this is manipulate, like accumulation, manipulation, and expansion. It's pretty much PO3. Like the logic is the same. And there it goes to wire. Like this one went to wire. I think someone took like a long. If I'm not wrong, someone was saying that it was long. Who was it? Yeah, and again, it's just something super simple that I just went through. I think we can like one day that we know that we're gonna have like slow price action or the expectations are low, or we can like go a little bit beyond the time of a usual stream and do like one like an educational stream focusing on how I trade and everything. That could be cool if you are guys down for it. And now we maybe just run higher into the drawn liquidity that I had marked out at the start. Where's Kane? At home, I guess. Like I don't know. He was typing in chat like a few messages about. Maybe he can tell. Where is he? But I think he is. He is just not like joining stream today. He's gonna do New York probably. If I'm not wrong, or does he have? Oh no, he has Ninja Trader today probably. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all of this. Um, just leave this. And Maybe we don't even follow through and go higher. Whew. What's he guys doing? Still stream, no music, no hype. Yeah, someone may call it chill, others may call it boring, but I'm happy you chose chill. Yeah, you're gonna see I'm not like a super hyped person. When like I'm not screaming at charts. I mean, I'm happy you guys like it. Like I'm happy for it. And I also like understand that many other people like just prefer the show. And true, that's a good quote. The market is loud enough. I like it. Yeah, completely true. Like I agree with you guys. Like I just prefer to be like in a more chill environment when I'm trading. If I really want to like take trading the way it deserves to be taken, like seriously. Like I've never been a big fan of like super loud streams and super hype streams where the streamer basically is just shouting at the chart and I don't know, making show. I understand it, I just don't like it. Or it's hard to even get the continuations out of this type of moves because it's just like we are not leaving anything behind. It's just moving so slow, super efficient that we don't have like any efficiency here. Like for example, on the 15 minute for me to consider taking a long or a short, like there's no fair value gaps, there's nothing. Like we had this devil's mark here, but yeah, there's not like much for me to anticipate or form a context that we are moving into one or other direction. Just think that the only good read from me today was this sweep of the previous hour low and moving higher. But again, the follow through, the idea is just super choppy. Yeah, that could be the thing, Jamie. And I wouldn't be expecting even much from New York if I'm being honest. Like, or we just in between London and New York, we completely die off and we retrace part of this move so New York can have like a room for movement. But on the average, like day, we are just way above of what a normal day or average day the market would have moved. So if we keep staying in the same area for too long until New York, But I don't know if I would like to just short this or just sit out because I wouldn't expect like a more upside movement. You are right, George. I'm not sure like if news are okay with like for shorts for at least for today. Like I don't think we're gonna have like any news today. But I get your point. Like to the upside, it's gonna be really hard to keep pushing through it. Like something extremely rare has to happen, like any new or something special has to happen, so price keeps going higher. Like we moved enough, and I'm not too sure if we're gonna have like any news that can move this lower. Like obviously it can happen, but I know given that yesterday was like a good like big enough day for news, I think this is gonna be more chill. So that's why I think like maybe we just keep ranging and not do much until or one until more news get released. Um, or probably like this week I wouldn't expect much because like we also have like high impact news for the rest of the week. As we mentioned, we have FOMC meeting minutes today. Then sorry, we have PMI. Oh, we had PMI. We have PCE on Thursday, and then we have CPI on Friday. Like, Ali, I usually don't, to be honest. Like, I'm not a big fan of gold. I don't know why. Like, I said it before. I really think I can have like a good read on the market, but I just don't know how. Like, I don't know if it's just bad luck that I had so far, and that's what I'm kind of traumatized, if I can say it this way. But I can read the market like high time frame. I think I can form a context or a bias, but then like lower time frame is really hard. Like I don't know if it's just because I'm used to NQ that I can like I know how quote unquote I know how it moves and what I can do on the minute, on the 5 minute or whatnot. But with gold, the times that I've been trading to trade it, that I can already tell you, they've been like a few times, not too much, like too many. Um, it didn't end well. I don't know why. It just when it doesn't move any like into any direction. Then if it moves, it just straight moves higher or lower without giving me an entry. I don't know. It's just a different asset that I'm not used to, so I don't like it that much. Like I really focus on NQ. This looks like we're gonna keep moving higher. But again, my expectations for this move, like if we just keep going higher, my expectations are just to meet this strong liquidity. And that's it. Like I wouldn't look for anything above here for now. Well, like my expectation here is that we just sweep here and or we go lower or we just range bound here. Price action. I think who was it uh that we talked about the 4 a.m. candle being the one that was giving the move, that was giving the move lately during London. But that's true. Like usually the 4 a.m. candle, like 3 a.m. doesn't give much. Okay, we had this move lower, but the actual move it happens at 4 a.m. It's crazy how it keeps repeating over and over lately. Okay, we have this possible fair value gap here on the 15 minute. Not confirmed that. Okay, what a drop after taking this. Did we take this high? I think we just left it equal. Yep. What do you mean? Yep. Where Q? Oh, it took that 1 hour high on like the current contract, not the continuous. Like on M and Q, yeah, it looks like we took that 1 hour high on NQ. It seems like it's an equal high. Like I'm gonna get rid of this fair value gap until it confirms. SMT at this low. Could be an ES short. Yeah, could be like short. Like yes, it's way weaker. That's true. I don't know why. I just really think that we go higher, take these highs, and then completely die off of this. Pretty much, I think it was yesterday that we did the same thing, that we were aiming for the highs, and then I think we went beyond the highs for like a while, and then at 5 a.m. or something like this, 5:15, 5:30 or something like this, we just completely we just completely died of the high. Yeah, true, true, true. And that's what we did. Like we went higher, we took the highs, and then we went for the lows like super quick. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is just the same scenario for today, if I'm being honest. TG George. I was actually looking for that short. Like I was looking forward to that short, and I eventually like I saw that it was going like a little bit higher. It was slowly grinding up. That I just gave up on waiting for it, and I just left home. But then I saw that it showed the short, like it happened. Good morning, Gabriel. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Hmm. Let's check the 15 minute. How long? 3 minutes. Uh, I'm going to Thailand, not for vacation. I'm going to just be there for a few months to just live there, work, and like be in a different place for a while. But it's not gonna be vacation. It's just gonna be to change. I'm gonna be streaming every day, London session, same way I'm doing it here, but the background is gonna be different. It's gonna be a beach or I don't know, whatever. I guess I'm gonna come back for New York. We'll go play some WoW. Damn, long time since I played WoW. Jesus, what a drop! Crazy. We said this like there's no follow up. There's no continuation to any like draw, like clear draw on liquidity. Like it's crazy. At least for my bias, like you guys that might be looking for shorts, you're getting paid, but the market is insane. Yeah, it is insane. For me, after the loss that I took early on a long, I knew I was not going to take any other trade. Um, just in case I wanted to trade New York. I'm probably not going to trade New York, but yeah, I don't think the short is a bad idea. But again, like I would prefer to be in the short from here, not just from an internal high. Like even though it's the previous 1 hour high, I really would prefer to look for shorts above and not like in the middle of this thing, this range, this call it whatever. No fair value gap. We just completely filled the possible fair value gap here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I like this liquidity sweep here. The fact that we don't have like a fair value gap or anything on the 15-minute bothers me. But yeah, today might be one of these days that where we are just okay closing the stream a little bit early, given that it's just still 15 minutes to go, nothing is happening. Exactly, it's just moving sideways. Like we are stuck in this like range here. I really think eventually we go to for the high here, but um, so hard. We have 13 minutes left for the stream. I think if anyone has a question, it's about time. So we have time to answer as small as long. Fair enough. Fair enough. Obviously the move was the big palm. Like we are just here trying to check the lower time frame for something, but the real move, the daily move, happened during Asia or with the news. What do you mean, George? The other level is from where to the upside? Like, are you saying about this liquidity here, like the drawn liquidity that I'm using? Just checking the daily chart is like the first high of this one. It's just the first high of this sequence of highs here that I consider low resistance, and I really want to see gone being the maximum expectation for like this move to happen. This high here, everything. Some of these highs have to be gone. Like we have this high, this high, this high, three highs um, here. So that's my target. I think if we hit this high, looking for shorts over here is a really like decent area. Liquidity sweep here, breaker over here. To our, I don't think this fits to our towards the high, but you know. Thank you. Yeah. To the next one. Like right now here, like we are just close to this high. Like we can completely take this in the coming minutes. Like for this high here, like the maximum high that I'm talking about, yeah, it is. It is a long way to go. green is green. Like if you took it and you're winning, it has to be a good one anyway. Like you have to be happy with it. I hate that the market is moving this way because, like, I think the reads are not bad. Like the way, like we are getting the direction is not bad, like that bad during London session. It's just the way it is moving that it's really hard to be confident and have conviction in one trade after you've seen enough price action uh during the session. Like I was really confident that this move, like I really had conviction that this move would have ended up here at the highs. But then we have this big drop. Then we have this consolidation, and then that's where like the conviction is just gone at this point. Um, I usually wait for a retest. In this case, if I wanted to get into this position, I don't think I'm gonna take this because time is running out. Like the timer is running out for the stream, so I don't want to. I really have stuff to do, and I want to be sitting here for longer. But usually, yeah, like the idea is that you wait for a retest. In this example here, I think we already have a retest. Like on this candle here, it confirms. And if I'm not wrong, and if it's just by one tick, the next candle is the one that gives us an entry. So you would be in probably if this gave an entry from this candle. If this one didn't give an entry, like you can just set the limits and just wait for a deeper retest and higher. But yeah, the idea is that I wait for the retest. Sometimes that like during London, it's just always better to use a to just wait for the retest because you usually have retests during London because price action is like not that directional. There's not that much volatility compared to New York session. Instead, the New York session, I sometimes use market orders to get into positions that I think I might not get an entry because we have enough volatility and enough direction at the open. So I just don't use limits and I use more market orders. Yeah, Joey, you are long from you are on ES. You said you were on ES, right? From this inverse fair value gap probably in the 1 minute. Maybe looking for something like this. Cool. Nice. Nice. I mean, the good thing is you are like, I mean, obviously went close to your take profit, but you are good here. Like you can probably be break even and completely forget about the trade. Good shit. Did you go guys post your positions? What do you mean? Like if we post them like on socials or if we just share the positions here, like on chart when we are taking one? Oh yeah, yeah. When I'm on when you're gonna see that when I'm taking a trade, you're gonna see that I have the limit order set. Like I'm never gonna, I'm at least for me. Like I'm not talking for any other person that's streaming for like with the lab. At least for me, I'm not. I'm never gonna say, "Hey, I'm taking this." You're not gonna see my entry, my stop loss, my take profit how much money I'm up or down. Like you're always, I really want to be transparent on this. If there's nothing on chart, I'm not in this position. Like if there's nothing on the chart that says limit orders or um, stop loss order, whatever, it is because I'm not on the trade for different reasons. But if I do want to get into trades, I really want people to see where I'm getting into and with how much contracts and everything, just for the sake of transparency, basically. Not because I want people to copy trade me. That's not I think, the main objective of these type of streams. Um, but just for transparency. Exactly. You're gonna see like the standard. Like you're gonna see this, like just for the example, like you're gonna see the bracket orders here. You're gonna see this, and whenever I get filled, you're gonna see how this changes, and it shows the amount of ticks or dollar amount that I'm up for this position. You're welcome. It would be really nice that before we end the stream, we took the highs. Yeah, I think it would have been smarter to take it on in Q because then Q, like you have this, you have the SMT at this high, like this high, our drawn liquidity is SMT with ES. So it makes sense that NQ is a stronger one here because it's the one that has to break the SMT. But just, I think, I think you're gonna get your take profit anyway. Yeah, I know, but I think you're gonna take get your take profit anyway because I think if NQ really pushes to here, like to the higher one, I think easily ES takes this high. Obviously, it doesn't make a new high past this one because this is the one that like NQ has to reach, and he is gonna not gonna take it. But I think like I think you're gonna get your take profit if NQ gets to strong liquidity. Okay, we took the high now. See, you're out. That's what I was saying. Like if we get this draw on liquidity, that's the high with yes. GG Joey. And that's the market. Like that's the read of the market for today. Like I think we really had like a good read of the market. The intention was there. Like the context was there. Higher time frame. I think. Just the price action was a bit mid. Like not the best. You're welcome, Joey. Like obviously don't take what I say like as something secure. Because I might be wrong sometimes. Like most of the times I can be wrong. But I really thought that you could get your take profit here. Like I really like this setup. And I had the conviction on my drawn liquidity. That's the truth. Like I was really like not really like 100% sure that we would get here, but exactly, Chris. Like you've seen it here. I took a trade, I lost it. I had chances to get into like trades here. Like I could have taken this breaker here that we marked out. I could have taken this breaker that we marked out here, and I didn't really want to get into anything because I really had a loss. I don't think it's high probability, even though you can read the market high time frame. Lower time frame can be not not good. Like can be low probability. So just playing my cards like anyone should do. Like I really like the way the way I really want to approach this type of streams is like everyone like we can come up here and share like our thoughts, but everyone at the end of the day is gonna do whatever it has to do. Like we can all check on each other, like Joey just did. Like he just told us his trade, and we just talked about it and gave him input. That I think that's the main goal for me, instead of like me just trading and copy trading me or any other person that's doing stream. You're welcome, Jamie. Happy for it. Like anyone that took any of what I said and took advantage of it, I'm really happy. Like, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think we can call it a London session once more. If anyone has any question, just shoot it. I think we can go over like a couple questions if anyone has one. If not, um, yeah, we can call it a day. Being like a couple minutes just to see if anyone has anything to say. Uh. Why would I be looking for New York? Like now that NQ completely got rid of the strong liquidity and the SMT. Thank you, Joey. Um, I think I would look for like a retracement between now and New York, and maybe New York pump. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't have like high expectations for New York. Like after this big push today, like the overnight move, um, I really expect like low probability conditions during New York, like some seek and destroy profile, or like where we just move higher than lower, then higher than lower, taking previous highs and lows and not moving, like ranging. Um, I would just say wait and see what forms now, because I think we're now gonna drop. See if we create any type of range, identify that range, and play the range for New York. That's what I would say, because I don't think we're gonna have like a clear direction. I think if we move, we're gonna move. We're gonna move inside a range or some sort of range. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for it. Like Chris, thank you for the safe trip thing. I think it was a good stream regardless of the price action. Thank you so much once more for tuning in. I think I'm gonna be streaming London on Monday next week, because like I'm traveling to Thailand throughout Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Monday I'm gonna be set on an office or something there. So until Monday, um, because we're not gonna see each other again until Monday. Have like a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend and stay safe. How long? It's gonna be a month. It's a couple months probably. It's gonna be there, a couple months. But again, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna keep doing my thing here. So we're gonna come with me in the trip if that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. See you next Monday. Bye. Thank you so much once more.